Hello everyone and welcome to Grinds Online Ireland. I'm Tara and today we're going to be covering some inferential statistics and confidence intervals. So just a quick explanation today on what a confidence interval is. If we have a normal distribution, a confidence interval is just two numbers that kind of tell us the values that we can expect if we picked out a random value from our normal distribution, what it would be. So for example, if I had a value here and a value here for a 95% confidence interval, which is the confidence interval they usually give in leaving cert maths, what all that means is I can be 95% confident that if I pick out a random number, if I pick out a random piece from this, I'm going to be 95% confident that the value I get is going to be between x1 and x2. So it's going to be in between those two values there, and I'm 95% confident. If it was 98% confident, well then it would be a bit bigger, wouldn't it? Because there's going to be a bit more area where the area represents the probability. So if we call that y1 and y2, we could set up a 98% confidence interval where we're 98% confident that the value lies in between the two. In leaving cert though, they only ask usually for the 95% confidence interval, and there are three different types of confidence interval formulas that we can use to determine these two values here, x1 and x2. So the first one here is the least accurate, guys. So you only use this one when they only give you the number n, so the number in the sample. So for example, if you tested 200 people, n would be 200, so number in the sample. And mu here, that's just kind of the value. So mu hat is the value you measure. And then mu, this is how we pronounce it, mu here, that's just going to be the true value that we're going to try to find. So the bottom number here will be the bottom number in our confidence interval, and then the one with the plus would be the top number in our confidence interval here. So the first one is the least accurate. The second one now, p hat, and all this horrible formula, it's much more accurate, and we use this when we're given a proportion or a percentage. So for example, 68% of the population or 20% of the population. So that p hat instead of mu doesn't represent the mean, it represents the percentage or the proportion. And then finally, the third one, which is usually used for the sample means or anything like that, again, it's the most accurate. And we use this one when we're given the standard deviation and the number n, okay? So for this example here, we're given the standard deviation sigma. So we can plug in sigma, we can plug in n, and we can find the lowest number and the highest number. So they're the three types of confidence intervals, guys, you need to know for the 95% confidence interval.